Here's what I know is true. Most weight loss plans are one size fits all. So frustrating. They don't take into account each person's individual needs, which could mean dietary restrictions, medical issues, or other personal needs. That's why you're going to love Noom. It's built for your psychology and your biology, meeting you where you are. Noom's personalized programs feel more sustainable than any other, more restrictive weight loss programs. And also, it doesn't shame you when you choose to treat yourself, and that's important. I like this company because it's got a psychology and biology-based approach and a super easy app to use with lots of great features, including daily lessons, coaching, and flexibility. I think it's your time to start. Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's psychology and biology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. Based on 3.5-year study of actively engaged Noom users with minimum BMI of 25. Individual results may vary. Visit Noom.com for more information. Here's the thing, it's kind of gross out. It's freezing. And even those of us that embrace the chilly weather, which is of course not me, we need something to break up long winter nights. Something that I love to do is treat myself to a little something. So I like to go and I like to shop online. And one of my favorite sites to go to is Quince, because you can treat yourself to everyday luxury, but at an affordable price. Something that everyone needs in their closet. In my opinion, the Quince's iconic Mongolian cashmere sweaters are a must-have, which only start at $50. And if you really want to up the luxe factor, you can check out their Italian leather bags. You got to get the tote bag. So whatever you're looking for, all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And they can do that by partnering directly with top factories and cutting the cost of the middleman, passing the savings on to you. And of course, they use premium fabrics and finishes for that luxury feel. So give yourself the luxury you deserve with Quince. Go to quince.com/Kate Casey for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Kate Casey to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Kate Casey.
The amazing Kate Casey.
Welcome back for another episode of Reality Life with Kate Casey. I hope that you have had a great weekend, and I've got a great what to watch list for you this week. I have so much for you to watch. I don't know how you're going to make time for it, but I am telling you there are a few golden nuggets in here that I know that are going to set your week on fire. As always, I want to make sure that you are subscribed to this podcast. Why is that important? Because when you're subscribed, you're going to get access to all the episodes in your queue, popping up in your phone so you never miss an episode. It also helps with pod metrics. I also want to make sure that you are subscribed to the What to Watch list at katecasey.substack.com. Why would you do that? Because every Monday, I'm going to give you a curated list, this list of what to watch each week, so I save you countless hours scrolling and arguing. And dare I say, I'm going to bring you closer to the people in your life, whether you have children, you have a spouse, maybe you're dating someone and you're like, what are we going to do? Maybe we don't go to a club tonight and get all sweaty and I feel insecure because I have mascara running down my face. Maybe I want to stay in. I want to cook a little bit. I want to snuggle up on the couch. I want to watch something. Open up conversations with your neighbors on a text thread. I've got you covered. So katecasey.substack.com. Make sure that you're subscribed. And also my bonus episodes where I'm going to tell you all the nutty things that happen behind the scenes and more. Go to Patreon, patreon.com/Kate Casey. Okay, so for this list this week, there are several that are fantastic if you love sports, and here is one. This one is called Court of Gold. It is a 6-part documentary series on Netflix. It follows the men's basketball teams, not just one, of the Paris Olympics. So you're going to get behind-the-scenes access to the US, France, Serbia, and Canada. And it follows the teams as they prepare for the games and compete for gold. So you're going to see a ton of really interesting players and coaches. Like for the US, for example, Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Dwayne Wade and Tony Parker and Carmelo Anthony and Steve Kerr, and also some international players. This one is directed by Jake Rogal and produced by Olympic Channel Higher Ground Productions and Words and Pictures Productions. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are executive producers. Offline Love is really interesting. This is on Netflix, Tuesday, February 18th. They've got young singles spending 10 days in a foreign country, relying on fate alone to fall in love because they don't have any devices. This is a unique Japanese dating series that challenges modern romance by stripping away digital devices. So the first episode, they begin their connection in Nice, France. They've got 10 days to find love. I think it's going to be interesting. So Offline Love, Netflix, Tuesday, February 18th. How I Escaped My Cult is on Freeform, February 20th. And then again on Hulu the following day, Friday. Each episode follows the unique and harrowing journey of a survivor from their earliest cult experiences and revelations all the way up to their heart-pounding escapes. This docuseries hails from the team behind How I Caught My Killer, following the survivors through their escapes to reporting the cult leaders to the FBI, with one subject saying, "I really did not want this horrible monster to pay for what he had done." This is narrated by Tamron Hall and is produced by the Texas Crew Productions, including my friend Brad Bernstein. Love them, loved what they do. So check that out. How I Escaped My Cult on Freeform and then on Hulu. If you love soccer, wait to hear this. Onside Major League Soccer is on Apple TV Plus, which, as an aside, Apple TV Plus has fantastic movies and scripted projects. They really do such an outstanding job with all of the sports docs too. You know, they had a Messi doc series on Apple TV Plus too. Well, this one is called Onside Major League Soccer, and it goes beyond the pitch with the personalities that power Major League Soccer. So you're going to get all the electrifying moments and captivating stories that made the 2024 season unforgettable. Beyond the pitch, personalities, you have it all. So check that out on Apple TV Plus on Friday, February 21st. Now, you're probably familiar with a little show called 90 Day Fiancé. They've got a whole new season with the nutty people that you love to just sort of unpack. That begins Sunday, February 16th, and it will be every Sunday at 8. This time, they've got their first ever throuple. God help us. Then, as you know, I'm crazy about the season of Love is Blind because, again, I thought that they were earnest and sweet in the beginning, and then I reminded myself, Kate, there's always a couple sociopaths. So you get to unravel that as well. The next tranche of episodes air Friday, February 21st. So if you have not started watching, that's your homework. You need to be watching that because I cannot wait to talk to Chris DeRosa about it. The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 reunion begins Sunday, February 16th. And then you'll see the part 2 on the 23rd and part 3 on the March 2nd. They're going to flash back and discuss this season. Notable, Karen Huger is not present to answer anyone's questions because I believe she's in a facility. And if you're not familiar with that, go back and start watching the episodes and you'll see what I'm saying. So that is on the 16th, Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 reunion. American Murder Gabby Petito airs on Netflix Monday, February 17th. You will probably remember all the episodes that I did with Jonathan Mark about this case and Brian Laundrie, I don't know how many years ago. So this is about what happened in the final days of her life. This is a gripping true crime series. Her loved ones are revealing this untold story of her tragic murder. So that's Netflix Monday, February 17th. Also, Monday, February 17th. Who is Luigi Mangione? This is airing on Investigation Discovery, and it aims to unpack Mangione's background and track his trajectory to understand what led him to land behind bars. Through narration of his digital archives, including his own online posts and Reddit discussions, those close to Mangione bring comprehensive insight into his personality, health struggles, and chronic pain, offering a deeper understanding of his mental state leading up to the alleged crime. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. A lot of you are starting new rituals for the new year. Whatever you do, you can come into your own way with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. I have to say my favorite flavor is the new Hydration Multiplier Sugar-Free Raspberry Lemonade because it's a bright, zero sugar, flavor combining notes of ripe, freshly picked raspberries and citrusy, zesty lemon. I just take the pack and I pour it into a large glass of ice cold water and I knock it back and I feel like $1,000,000 and my skin, it looks so much better and it really gets me going on my day. I think you're going to love it too. I love the benefits. I like feeling like I'm hydrated all day long. And if you're somebody who's outdoors or plays sports, this is an absolute must-have. So listen, break the mold and own your ritual. Just one stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. So embrace your ritual with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV and get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Kate Casey at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Kate Casey at liquidiv.com. Let's be honest, raising a family today can feel like navigating a maze of unhealthy options. It's really hard to know what's actually good for our kids. That's why I love Thrive Market. It's like having a personal guide to healthier living for my entire family. They make it simple to find trusted, family-friendly brands without spending hours in the grocery store, and who has time for that? My favorite part, the Healthy Swaps scanner in the Thrive Market app. You need this, and I'll tell you why. You can scan a product that you're used to buying and it instantly recommends a cleaner, healthier alternative. For example, my kids love tacos and instead I got grain-free shells. They didn't even know the difference and they love them. For my family, this has been a game changer. I've made some great swaps. So I'm telling you, you're going to want this. You're going to love it. I found so many new brands I've never heard of, and you're going to love them too. Ready for a junk-free start to 2025? Head to thrivemarket.com/Kate Casey, and you're going to get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/Kate Casey, thrivemarket.com/Kate Casey. We Beat the Dream Team is fantastic. If you're looking for someone to watch with your kids, highly recommend it. If you're a basketball person, highly recommend it. This one reveals the little-known story of a group of college basketball players who were tasked with preparing Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan and the rest of the legendary Dream Team for their Olympic debut in 1992. So here's what's crazy. In an unexpected twist, the college team, which featured Grant Hill, Chris Webber, Penny Hardaway, Bobby Hurley, Jamal Mashburn, Allen Houston, Rodney Rogers, and Eric Montross, shocked the NBA superstars by defeating them in a scrimmage, an outcome that ultimately helped propel the Dream Team to gold. Such a fun story. I interviewed the director. That is coming out this week too on the podcast. Then this story, this is my Tuesday episode. When I tell you it's bonkers, I can't even begin to scratch the surface of this story. This one follows Hamilton County Coroner Jeff Jellison as he launches a new investigation decades after thousands of bones were found in the woods behind Fox Hollow Farms, about 20 minutes outside of Indianapolis, at the home of Herb and Julie Baumeister. Herb was a serial killer. And in this true crime series, they're actually going to the property where all those bones were buried. And there's this very strange spot in the home, the indoor pool that had a wet bar, where investigators believe there were several of the murders happened. Well, a new family bought the house. So this is what's nutty. Sometimes you see these true crime series and you're like, okay, there was a serial killer, there were murders, and then they lived here, and you see the picture of the house, and then we move on. In this case, we're going there, and we're interviewing the people who live on the property, and guess what they say? Oh, this place is haunted. It's real haunted. When I tell you I was jumping out of my skin to talk to the director, I am so excited for you guys to watch this one. There is so much to unpack. We're going to be talking about it for days. It is called The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer. Hulu, Tuesday, February 18th. You're going to want to watch that one. Now, this one I always recommend for kids because I know that my kids are obsessed with the story, and I'm assuming your kids might be too. It's the story of Pompeii. Well, PBS has Nova, Pompeii's Secret Underworld on February 19th. It's a series of new excavations painting a much more complex picture of the city tragically buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in the year 79. And then there's Secrets of the Dead Plunderer, The Life and Times of a Nazi Art Thief. This airs Wednesday, February 19th, and then again on the 26th at 10. Secret networks of curators and dealers, many of them were Nazis, made fortunes on the back of Nazi looted art, perpetuating a decades-long war crime that has never been fully exposed or resolved. So they have new interviews with gallery owners, curators, art investigators, friends of the Nazis, and the descendants of the victims of the Nazi art theft, along with a tour through breathtaking masterpieces and an extensive archive of personal letters. The Plunderer will reveal the dark underbelly of the international art world, much of it built upon wartime tragedy and organized crime. So that is your list this week. Make sure that you go to katecasey.substack.com to get the full list. And also make sure that you've got the bonus episodes on Patreon at patreon.com/Kate Casey. And again, that list is Court of Gold, Netflix 6-part series. I think that's going to be fun to watch. Offline Love sounds really interesting. Netflix, Tuesday, February 18th, going off to another country without access to a phone for 10 days with your sole mission to fall in love. How I Escaped My Cult, Freeform, February 20th, and Hulu the next day, about those who have had harrowing experiences leaving a cult. Onside, Major League Soccer, Apple TV Plus, Friday, February 21st. 90 Day Fiancé is back with the new season, February 16th. All those new episodes of Love is Blind are back on February 21st. Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, February 16th. American Murder, Gabby Petito, Netflix, February 17th. Who is Luigi Mangione? Investigation Discovery, Monday, February 17th. We Beat the Dream Team, HBO and Max, Tuesday, February 18th. The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer on Hulu, February 18th. Nova, Pompeii's Secret Underworld, PBS, February 19th. And Secrets of the Dead Plunderer, The Life and Times of a Nazi Art Thief. That's your list. Make sure you check back for new episodes. Tomorrow, I've got that interview with the Fox Hollow Murders director. That story, bonkers. Of course, this week I've got the director of We Beat the Dream Team. I've got an interview with Molly from Southern Charm I'm super excited about. Chris DeRosa is going to come back to talk to me about all of those episodes, the beginning episodes of Love is Blind, so I hope you've watched. I have a bonkers Saturday series episode that you cannot miss. So lots that are coming this week. Make sure that you're sharing this podcast with the people in your life. If you love it, if you feel like this is a part of your week, don't forget to leave a 5-star review. And guess what? You got to join that Facebook group, Reality Life with Kate Casey. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll check you back tomorrow.
In the depths of an Atlanta forest, a clash between activists and authorities ends in tragedy. But the official narrative doesn't add up. I'm Matthew Scher, and on my new podcast, We Came to the Forest, we peel back the layers of secrecy surrounding a deadly confrontation that shook a community to its core. Through exclusive recordings and never-before-released eyewitness accounts, we expose the hidden truths behind a shootout that left one activist dead and countless lives forever changed. As we dig deeper, we uncover a web of conflicting testimonies and missing evidence. From the idealistic dreams of young environmentalists to the complex motivations of local officials, this story challenges our understanding of justice, activism, and the lengths people will go to protect what they believe in. Follow We Came to the Forest on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can binge all episodes of We Came to the Forest early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus.